Hello, everybody. This is Costa, and welcome to my podcast. It's been a long time since we made. It's been a long time since we rock and roll, like Led Zeppelin used to say. So yeah, this quarantine thing was a bit crazy. So I was very focused in writing my new scripts, my new screenplays, a new feature film, and a lot of stuff. So I think the quarantine went really well for me. Yeah, long time no see. So let's move forward to today's podcast, which is going to be very informative in terms of some tips that I want to give you that can make you and shape you. And, I cannot do this for you. You will do it. I will give you the keys and you will open your mind. And yeah, it's up to you to continue growing and shaping your craft. I didn't want to make it like just another 10 golden tips and stuff. I'm not going to be counting the tips, but I'm going to be just saying what comes to my mind in terms of writing and what helped me a lot during this process and all these years to keep writing and be efficient to what I'm doing. So the first thing that comes to my mind is that, you have to write. That's the first advice that I have to give you. Looking at an empty page is the worst nightmare of every writer. So the first thing you need to do is to start filling this page. Make your research, make your all the work that you need to do beforehand. And when you're feeling ready, that you know where you're going, you know where this trip is going, and you know how it ends, then you have to start writing. And of course, this is a bit obvious, but most of the writers that haven't wrote anything up to now, they were thinking that the hard part would be to worry about the plot, worry about the scenes, worry about these things. No, these things are not to worry about. If you have made a very solid preparation for your screenplay, your script, your book, whatever you're writing, then everything will just flow. So my first advice is to start writing. You will know on the way when you start writing a lot of stuff and you have a lot of material. You will notice that there's no way that you can have writing and editing at the same time. So never look back when you're writing. When you start writing, just keep writing until the end. When the whole thing is finished, then you will be able to initiate the editing process, which is a completely different process than the creative process. So keep writing towards the end, finish the whole thing, and then come back and edit. Never do these two things at the same time because, it's a brain thing. It cannot work like this. I mean, it can, but it will not be efficient enough because writing is a different process of a different side of the brain, and editing is a completely different process from a different side of a brain. So right, left side, they will get completely confused. And if you get a little bit political, right wing, left wing cannot go together. So yeah, keep writing until the end and then come back to edit. My next advice, I think, is number 3, is pretty much straightforward again. You need to have outlines for everything that you write. So that means you need to have an outline for the whole film. You need to have an outline for the scene that you're writing. You need to have an outline for the act that you're writing. You need to have outlines for everything because this will help you. And if you're not the director that's going to do it, or the publisher or whatever, to understand and be more clear about the summary of your project. So outlining a project is really important because when you outline the project and then you outline a scene, you pretty much okay, and you say, yeah, okay, I know where this is going now, so I'm gonna write it. I like the synopsis that I made. I like the outline that I made for this scene, and I'm okay with that. Or I don't like some things about this scene, and maybe I can, reshape them and see them. When you have the outline, not in your brain, not in your mind, but you have it written down, then you are initiating a lot of creative aspects in your brain because it works, differently, and then you can see things from a distance. So write the outline, stay a little bit, watch the thing, see it in the page, read it, understand it, and then decide. Either you're going with this plan or not. The main thing is to write outlines for everything. I mean, this helped me a lot, really a lot in my writing. I wasn't doing it in the beginning, but when I started doing it, the difference is huge. Now, the next thing is you have to work when you feel that you can work. But this must be really constant. You must have a set up a time every day that you're going to be working, even with a timer. You know, you put the timer on and you say, okay, I'm going to be working every day at 4 p.m. for my writing. And you need to find what time of the day is the one that you really think that you'll be working the best and you have the most energy out of it. Out of experience, this worked for me during the day because I'm really close to my subconscious mind and I feel that, you know, all the energy of the body and the brain is there. But of course, to many people, this might be different. Now, my next advice is to you have to really watch movies. Okay, watch movies and read books, because this makes you a more effective writer. In the end of the day. All right. Another important thing is to, of course, don't share your work with no one. It's really not good because you know. It's inevitable that somebody will say something and then you will become starting, oh my god, you will have all these negative thoughts that are really really bad when you're writing, like "Oh, should I do that, or oh my god, maybe I wouldn't do this and I shouldn't do that. So focus, get in the habit of relying, and trust yourself 100%. Trust no one else. Trust yourself. The feedback is good, of course. It can come, but only after you complete the whole thing, not the first draft. When you complete the whole thing, then you can get some feedback. And of course, the feedback always asks questions. Any other feedback, I say it again, any other feedback, you just shut down, never listen to that feedback. The only feedback that exists is the one that asks questions. The next thing that I'm going to say to you that really helped a lot is when you're writing, shut everything down. Shut everything down. Switch off everything. Mobiles, your home, phone, internet connections. Nobody should be calling you and telling you, asking you, or whatever. Any distraction must go away. This is the only way to keep focused in your work, and you have to really be respectful to the work that you're doing. You have to honor your work, and trust. Okay, trust yourself that you're going to be working on these days. So notify everyone that every day from 4 to 6 I'm not available. For example, or I don't know, from 4 to 7, whatever. Be consistent to your work. As I said before, write every day, every fucking day. You have to keep writing. You have to keep writing. It's the only way to become better. And as I said again before, your goal is to gain confidence. Your goal is to gain momentum. Your goal is not to write the perfect script, because you're going to be writing crap in the beginning for sure, like all of us. Not only the beginning, many people keep writing crap until, there's a golden chance, and then, oh, I got it and I saw it. This will only grow, and your craft will be better only if you keep writing every day consistently for at least an amount of time that you can achieve every day, okay? But the important thing is, for this time that you're writing during the day, you have to keep your head out of every distraction. So these were small advices, and in the end of the day, you have to really keep these things in mind. That you have to write for yourself. You have to be yourself, 100%. You have to write every day. Be consistent to what you're doing. Don't try to be perfect, because this is not going to happen, especially in the beginning. And of course, we're all the artists are filled with greed, and we have to make it better all the time. But try not to be perfect. Make a very good research and make a very good outline and a plan. Know what you're going to write. Know where the story finishes. You have to know these things. Set your daily goal, like, I'm going to write for this amount of hours every day, or I don't know, this amount of pages every day. It doesn't matter, but you have to keep your schedule intact. You have to keep your schedule there. I don't know if it's a daily goal or it's a weekly goal, it's a monthly goal. It doesn't matter, but of course, you have to keep that. Don't do any revisions. Don't go back. Don't look back. Never look back. Keep going forward. Finish the whole thing, and then you revise the script. When you have a scene in mind, write it down. Don't think about this scene, where does it go in my film? Never in my script. Never think like that. When you have a scene, you write it down. Anything you have, you write it down. And if you don't know where this goes, then you have to take this thing that you wrote down and start writing from that point and on. Not before that point, from that point and on. And everything will come together, Even if you have, a scene that has nothing to do with the other scene, write it down. Write it down. And then if you want to see where this is leading you, your characters will take you there. The whole thing will take you there. So the only thing you need to do when you have a scene that comes out of your mind is just write it down and start writing for the outcome of this scene. So you have to start writing what happened to the characters in this scene. Don't think about the background of the characters when you have, oh, behold, there is an inspiration that I got now. Never think about the characters' background or what they have to do what they were doing in the past or whatever. When a scene comes in your mind, you write it down and you write the outcome of this specific scene. Nothing else is important for you for the moment, okay? So, when you have all these things together and you have made already a research about all these things and you made the outline of these things, and I'm going to be talking in the next episode what are the things actually that you have to do before writing, which are really, really important, then you're really pretty much set up to start writing your script. And remember, always keep writing, never look back, just go forward, never have a negative thought of should I or whatever. Keep going forward, write the damn thing, and when it's done, you will come back and edit slowly. You write fast and you edit slowly. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I'm giving every week, Monday and Friday, online creative writing workshops with a beautiful team. I have several teams, some in Greek, some in English, which are really, really important and great for my life and my inspiration. So if you want to come with us, just check my website. It's www.kostakalogiros.com. Just go to the segment, Write With Us, and you will see how this goes. It's a donation-based class. So yeah, if you want, come and check it out. And until next time, what else? Keep writing.